Hey guys, so we are day 18 and I love at the end of the year of organizing again. I told you guys, and cleaning up just to start the year with a fresh space. So one of the areas that I've been not so great at keeping completely like clean is my desk. Like my top of my desk I keep clean, but like when you think of the sides, and there's things that fell behind my desk that I'm just finally like noticing. So the goal today is to clear my desk and to change the top. I had the marble, I guess what you call sticker, but then I think I'm going to go with the green theme this time. I did the desk back in 2020, which I did with you guys, where I DIY my entire desk. I painted it white and I put the faux marble on top. But this time, I think I want to go this fun color. It's been about 2.5 years since I've had it. It lasted a good while, but there's a lot of scratch on there. And the color, you can tell the difference that the color changed between the back of the desk and the front because of a lot of the wiping that I do on it. But again, it's another DIY cheapy way of revamping your desk without having to buy a brand new desk and to still keep it fun on top. So we're gonna do this one. I do have some more left from the time that I did the original desk color. I still have enough, so if I put this on there and I don't like it, I would just go back to what it was before, because I do have another roll of this in that color and left over from the last DIY setup. So that's what I'm going to do. But my God, there are stuff all over this desk and it's just, yeah. So I started already before the video. I'm going to keep on going. And this is what's going on top of it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I might have a shame face by the time this video is done, but so this is what the desk look like. It is looking kind of dark. Let's see if the focus is gonna come with the light. But anyway, but guys, I don't know what's going on down here. I don't know what fell, because I was like, oh God, don't tell me I gotta repaint, and I realized no, it is actual dust. So something was, I want to say it's one of these coffee thingies that I got from Italy that may have spilled, because I had a couple of these that may have spilled and I didn't know because it looks like coffee. But anyway, I'm clearing up all the desks. I'm going to move it out, taking the computer off everything and wipe down everything. And I have all these things that's inside that I gotta pick up as well. So that's the goal right now. So here we go. This is what the back of my desk was looking, guys. That's pretty bad. That's absolutely terrible. I found a lot of these things back here that I was missing, and they were all back here, and so I do need to do better. But it is looking like coffee. It is coffee. I smelled it. So I'm just gonna dry wipe and vacuum back here. Yeah, I found one of these converters. So I had more than I thought I did. So I can switch out a few more pens into converters. So guys, one of the things about when you're doing this, it is an easy process, but it's also a tedious process because you don't want any air bubble. Another thing is it never fits my entire one. This one is actually longer, wider than the other one. So I only need a small strip to cover this side. So that's going to be pretty easy, but it is a slow and tedious process because you don't want any air bubble. You want no air bubble. It lasts longer and you won't have that lumpy feel if you don't take your time and get all the air bubbles out. Alright guys, I like the color, but my biggest issue with it is too shiny. Why is it so shiny? Like, I feel like everything is just gonna bounce off this because it's so shiny. But I like the color in terms of it's a theme. I'm you know, my area, I have a lot of plants. My boxes that I paint are all like you know, a bunch of these boxes green. So, and the photos on the wall are green. You know, I turn the camera around. I mean, it's a lot of green up in here. You know, you have the plants, the photos on the wall, my decor. It's green, but they're not shiny. So I don't know guys. It's gonna have to grow on me a little bit. So I'm gonna stack it back up, see how I like it for the next few days. And like I said, I do have the other color that I had on here, the green white. and if I don't like it, I just redo it. But I'm gonna clean up here and put everything back on and test it out for a few days to see how it's the shine. It's not the color. I really love the color. The color is absolutely beautiful. It's the glass, the shine. It's like a really loud, glossy look. I wish it was matte like the other one. The other one was matte. And I feel like you're going to see... But then I'm thinking it might be easier to clean because it's glossy. That means it's a little bit more plastic, you know, the plastic. I'm hoping that's the benefit of it being shiny, is the cleaning portion of it might be easier to handle. It's also not that forgiving because like the paint that's still under the desk, you can still see it through it, but it kind of blends in, so it's not like that bad, like where I notice it, but I don't think it's gonna be like showing up that much on camera. But it's gotta grow on me, guys. I love the color though, but why is it so shiny? It's gotta grow on me. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up here, dust, and then I'm gonna put everything back, and we're gonna see what it looked like with all my stuff back on here and how it records, because I'm gonna be talking about some books later. So yeah, this is where we at, guys. Trial and error with this color. Yeah, but I'm gonna be bold. I need to get out of my comfort zone for a little bit. I think I just always go for safe, and I think this is gonna give me a little push to be out of my comfort zone and try something different. So I'm gonna give it a proper chance. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna let it be for a little bit, and then again I'm gonna give it a couple of months. This is me talking to myself, peppering myself. I'm gonna give it a couple of months, and if I don't like it, or if it doesn't handle stain, or if it's just not, if it drives me crazy, then I would switch it out. But I'm going to give it a proper couple of months. Let's do 3 months. Let's do 3 months, guys. Y'all cheer for me. Let me know. Be honest. I mean, the color, I don't care if you guys don't like the color more say, but let me on. Is the shine really showing up like I'm thinking it's showing up? Because I feel like maybe it's just me, but this is shiny as hell. Alright, we'll see. Alright, let me clean up and get my computer back on here and dust up here and all that good stuff. It's pretty with the setup, with everything on the desk. It's pretty. It's pretty. This is how I convince myself that it's good. It's pretty. It's pretty. Shiny as hell, but it's pretty. So I'm going to I should be doing some stuff. So today I am finishing up the calendar. So by the time you guys see this vlog, the calendar for Journal Mode will be up on the blog as well as Instagram. So that's what I have to do today. I do have to go to the store because I need to cook, and I don't have anything to cook. So I need to get enough food for a few days. And then I'm going to talk about some books, which will be books that have a girl theme that I've enjoyed this year. And that's why I keep feeling the desk, because I keep seeing like I have air bubbles still on here, but the air bubbles are not air bubbles. It's the actual desk. Cause yeah, it's actual desk. Again, the next time I do this, I'm gonna have to saw this down a second time. I've sawed this down before. I think I should have sawed it down somewhere. So that's another thing that's gonna drive me nuts, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm a perfectionist, guys. If I don't feel like it's perfect, it's gonna drive me nuts. So yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Go through my bookshelf and go through all of that. I still need to vacuum some more in here, so that's another thing I'm going to do, is do some more vacuum over this side. For now, I'm going to do another deep clean in this area in a few days once I get all the packing. I have a lot of packing to do because I have to hit up the post office tomorrow. So I need to finish packing everyone's gift. And yeah, so I'll be back. Hey guys, so I am back. So yeah, I started off just wanting some salmon, but I'm gonna eat that tomorrow. But then I decided I want to do the seafood thing today, and it was delicious. So this year I wanted, I don't know why, but I was in the mood for some 90s feel of books that had the girl theme, meaning the friendships, the sisterhood, something in that aspect, which was very popular in the 90s. And this year I really found some book that I was very much gave me that feel. And you know, it was some were very strong, and but I would talk about, there's two that were in a series that really should have been one book, but we're going to discuss that in a minute. But the first one we're going to talk about is Mrs. Pearl's Girl. Look at that cover, guys. That cover is stunning. And what I liked about this is a true representation of sisterhood. We have 4 women. They're sisters. They're raised by the same woman, and they found out that she is ill. And one of her, pretty much her dying wish is just that her daughters will come together. They will bond, and they will somewhat repair their relationship, because they're living in different areas. They don't communicate. They don't talk. And this story, you get to unravel what really happened, but you get to also see how relationship can be mended. And there is some really secrets in this. There's some real issues that is very much, you can see why their friendship and their relationship as sisters were complicated and seemed impossible to repair. But it was well done. This is like that book where you want the happy ending, you will get that happy ending. It works out in a way that made the story even more beautiful, and that bond of sisterhood you very much get it here. Then we have, this is a series, so we have The Other Side and Blindsided, and this is a series. So this is book 1, book 2. The problem with this is I felt it should have just been one book, because there was so much repeat in this. So if you pick this up, when this was came out, it was very much in every store at the time. I've never seen this one, but this one was pretty much everywhere I think this was like the spring or summertime. So I picked this up initially, and then I realized this was book 2, So I went and got this one and read it. By the time I got to this, it's supposed to be a continuation because this ended on more of a cliffhanger and a continuation. But the way this is written, it is written as if you never read this. So you could probably pick this book up and not have to read this book, because it really goes into detail in the first book. But this gives you the ending and the complication. Now we have this, you know, these women who are having these really complicated relationships. They have with their spouse, their boyfriend, husband, that kind of deal. And you get to go on this journey with them as they support each other, but also having to struggle in their own relationship and find a way of living with some of the tragic and messy things that happen in their relationship. I love the friendship in this. I love how they communicate with each other and have each other when they needed to. So this one was, you know, again, I had a mixed issue with it because I feel like it could have just been one book. It might have been lengthy, a 400-page book perhaps, because these were 200 and something page. A 400-page book would have been, this would have been superb. Like, it would have been awesome. Just you didn't need two books for this series. And then we have Deli Weds Destiny. And this one again, absolutely gorgeous cover. Gorgeous cover. I love this. I absolutely love this. Now, this is I'm going to flat out tell you before you know, get yourself all caught up. It has an open ending. But it's open ended in a way that made sense, that I enjoy, that I was fist pumping like, yes, this author knew how to do it properly. Because it gives you the idea of friendship that are strong but has holes, and things that bond them, and things that also tear them apart, and how they navigate through that. So in this you have these friends. They went to college together. That's how they met. And over the years, we're talking about 20 years span, they still kept communication, but they were not as close because something happened at the end of their final year in college. But they still kept that communication where they still check on each other. They show up when they need to. So in this case, they're showing up for a wedding. And while you are reading this, you are getting the background story of how they met. You are getting their story after college, what they've done, what they've been through, their complicated relationship with, you know, you have especially one who had to deal with the grieving process of a husband battling sickness, and then you have one that's living the life that you expect her to, but it was all a show. They each have something that made the story good, because they each character was strong enough to hold their own story. But I love how their children is, you know, is what really drives the story, is what really you see how they're bonding and how they're trying to get through their issues, and their personal issue as well, the issue what they have with each other. I love it. I love the ending. It was that aha moment when, you know, at when one of the daughter is revealing something to their mother, and how she responded was just such a typical response that you expect, but it was also kind. It was kind in a strange way where you wouldn't, it's not necessarily, oh, I'm sorry, the big apology, but it's like the gesture and the, all right, we're gonna get through this. All right, we're gonna get through this, that kind of attitude. I love this. This was a good read for me, and I think the people that I've heard that had a hang up are people who are not a big fan of open-ending books. Because I read a lot of classic, especially Harlem Renaissance, a lot of them have open-ended. I'm used to open-ended books, but it has to be done right, and I think this was done right. So I was here for it. So that is all the books. I wish I had read more. I had more that I wanted to read, and I was even looking through my notes, and I'm like, this is it. I feel like I read more books that had theme like that, but they were more like the main character and a best friend, and I wanted where 3 to 4 characters who are friends or sisters. I wanted that kind of theme, and these are the only ones that had that. The rest of them were pretty much a best friend kind of deal. I didn't see, I was going through my notes in my reading journal, and no, even my romance, I didn't find any of them that had groups. Was more so a friend and a best friend that deal. But yeah, but I am going to end this here and work on my calendar. So I will have the calendar up. So if you guys are watching this video, the calendar will be up already. Again, it will be on my Instagram as well as my blog. And that will be the 7 days. So it starts, Journal Move starts on December 25th and it ends on 31st. There's also a question of the giveaway. So if you did not watch Vlogmas 16, no, 15, day 15, the whole idea is you had to comment, you had to follow, you had to comment, and I needed you to add your social media handle. And I think some people didn't do the social media handle. So if you didn't, go back to that video and add your social media handle where you made a comment. And because it'll be easier for me to use that way to contact. If you are not interested, that's fine. I will just, I mean, whoever the winner is, because it's literally 2 more days that you gotta enter. The cutoff is, last day to enter the 20th. I'm trying to get the package out as soon as possible so that you can at least have some of these items to start off the new year. So that's the goal. So yeah, but that's what you guys. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I am tired. I just realized it just hit me. Like, I've been doing a lot of cleanup the last couple of days. I only show you the desk stuff, but I have other stuff that I've been doing and cleaning, and I still have to tackle the bathroom. And the thing is, I wanted to do a video with the repairs for my bathroom, and that's just not going to happen because the parts that I needed, especially the special toilet, is a special toilet that I needed because of how the layout of my bathroom is, and it was sent back. I never even got the toilet, and I got a message from them saying that it was returned. So I'm assuming they never had it in the first place, and now I have to still do a lot of research to get that. So that whole home renovation thing did not pan out this year as I wanted. So I'm entering 2023 still doing home renovation, and I can't even do the other minor things yet because I feel like the big things needs to get out of the way before I can do all the other minor facelift. But it is what it is. So I'm going to end this here because I feel like I could go into a rant talking about home repair. Home repair is stressful, guys. Stressful. So anyway, I'm going to end this here, edit this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.